Hello and welcome back again to Channel Murphy. As far as it goes right now, we're going to go ahead and actually try to do a personality test just to kind of mess around with little options and tools that we have here on this channel. But I'm going to go ahead and just start it off and we'll see pretty much how this works out and how this goes. Hopefully it all works out just fine. Okay. I think there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... probably about 60 questions, I'm going to assume. Alright, let's go ahead and actually start this off then. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. I have to go with agree. Medium agree. You often get lost in thought that you ignore and forget your surroundings. That's true. You try to respond to your emails as soon as possible. You cannot stand a messy inbox. That is true. You find it easy to relax even when there is some pressure. That is very true. You do not usually intend conversations. That is true. Normally don't actually approach it, do anything with conversation. You really do something just out of sheer curiosity. That is very true. You really do something. Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. Makes sense, okay. I thought I was saying something else, like the opposite. You feel superior to other people. That I do not. Being organized is more important than being adaptable. That is true. You're usually highly motivated and energetic. Motivated, yes. Energetic, no. Let's go with slightly agree. Winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. I agree with that. Fair share. You often feel as if you need to justify yourself to other people. Strongly disagree. Your home and work environments are quite tidied. That is true. You do not mind being the center of attention. I would have to disagree. You consider yourself more practical than creative. That is very true. People can rarely upset you. That is very true. Your travel plans are usually thought out well. I would like them to be, but no. But I'll go with true. Let's see. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. True. Hey, true. There we go. Your mood can change very quickly. Strongly disagree. In a decision, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. In a decision, truth should be more important than other people's sensitivities. That is true. You rarely worry about your actions affecting other people's. Let's disagree. Your work style is closer to random spikes of energy than logical approach. I have to go with disagree. You are often envious of others. Strongly disagree. An interesting book or video game is often better than a social event. Very true. Being able to develop a plan to stick to it is more important part of every project. That is true. Good. But it can still be adaptable, I feel. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. You rarely get carried away by finance. Disagree. Rarely get carried away by finance. Yeah, disagree. Let's see. You often find yourself lost in thought when you're walking in nature. That is very true. If someone does not respond to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. Strongly disagree. As a parent, you'd rather see your children grow up kind than smart. Disagree. Strongly disagree, actually. You don't let other people influence your actions. True. When you sleep, dreams tends to focus on the real world and its events. That is, strongly agree when I remember what dreams I do have. It does not take you much time to start getting involved in social activities in your new workplace. Yeah, that's a no. I don't do that at all. Wait, it does not take you much time. Yeah, it's really wordy. Like, you can go literally the opposite of each ends with most of these questions I've noticed. It's really weird. Let's see, it does not take time. Yeah, okay. Let's see. You're more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. Disagree. Small disagree. Your emotions control you more than you control of them. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I strongly disagree. Let's see. You enjoy going to social events involve dressing up in role-playing activities. Yeah, I strongly disagree. You oftentimes exploring unrealistic and impractical yet. True. You'd rather improvise than spend time coming up with that is definitely not me. You're a relatively reserved and quiet person. Yes, that's true. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire a loyal but unperforming employees. Disagree. You often contemplate the reasons of human existence. That is actually true. Logic is more important than heart when it comes down to making important decisions. That is very true. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. You gotta be flexible. I would give the option opens. Yeah, I'll give it a small agree. If your friend is sad about something, you are most likely offer emotional support than suggest to deal with the problems. That is disagree. I could probably give you resolutions to problems, not so much as emotional support. Yeah, strongly disagree. Yeah, strongly disagree. You rarely feel insecure. I agree. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. Small agree. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. Small agree. No, actually, yeah. Agree. Do you think that everyone's views should be respected regardless of supported by facts or not? The view should be respected. Whether it's right or wrong, that's another issue, so I would have to give it agree. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. That is actually surprisingly true. You frequently misplace things. Strongly disagree. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. Yes. Your mind's always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. That is true. You would not call yourself a dreamer. I would have to disagree. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. That is strongly disagree. I'm very comfortable with open talk or public speaking. Let's see. Generally speaking, you rely on more of your experience and your imagination. Very true. You worry too much about what other people think of you. Disagree. In a room full of people, you stay close to a wall and avoiding the center. That is true. Actually, yeah, that's very true. You have a tendency of procrastinating until there's not enough time to get everything done. Very disagree. You feel very anxious in stressful situations. Disagree. Very comfortable in stressful situations. You believe that there is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. You believe it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. That's first comes the power, then comes the money, then comes the women. But yeah, disagree. You always have been interested in conventional, ambiguous things, books, art, movies. That is true. You often take initiative in social events. That is a disagree. See the results. Your personality type is architect. NITJ -A, whatever the hell that is. Okay. Oh wait, never mind. That's the rubric breakdown I believe they use for these actual tests. I think what they're saying, like, there's 16 different types of personality traits or understanding. I can't remember the whole. It's like basic psych or whatever. It's like 101. I think you learn about this. Let's see. Extroverted, 28%. Introverted. I guess that's about right. I would assume probably introverted should have been maybe a little bit more higher. I don't know, actually, that sounds about right. I like going out every now and then, but nothing too crazy, I guess. Energy-wise, intuitive, 59%, observant, 41%. Is that basically meaning more or less direct hands-on versus actual just sit back and observation? I think that something might be what they might be going to. Let's see, nature. 68% thinking, 32% feeling. I'm actually surprised that's actually that high for feeling itself. Not that I'm just pure emotionalist, but interesting. Tactics, judging. 79% versus prospecting, 21%. Does make sense, I guess. Identity, assertive. Oh wow, 96% assertive. Turbulent, 4%. Alright, let's go ahead and continue on with the reading, see what happens here. Architecture, personality. It's lonely at the top. Okay. And being one of the rarest and most strategic capability personality types. Oh wow, one of the rarest, huh? Architects know this too well. Architects are just 2% of the population, and women in the personality types, especially rare, forming at just 0.8% of the population, is so often a challenge for them to find a like-minded individual who can keep up with their relentless intelligentism in a class maneuvering. Chess-like maneuvering, wow. Excuse me. Let's see. People with architect personality types are imaginative yet decision, ambiguous yet private, amazingly curious, but do not squander their energy. That is actually, I guess, very true. That is what you can say. Let's see. Nothing can stop the right attitude from achieving its goal. Architects also give the title of bookworm as a child, as a children. Wow, as a child. Wow, it's children. Children's. Okay. Well, this might be intended with the insult by their peers. While this may be intended to insult by their peers, they're more likely to identify with it and even more proudly of it. That's actually very true. Any type of kind of really insults or kind of slanderous terms, it's a badge of honor, so to speak, I guess. Like you just kind of let it roll off of you. It doesn't really faze you at all. I don't know. I think it just comes with a thicker skin. Or I don't want to say a greater mindset, but yeah, that is actually very true. I have to agree with that statement. Architects also enjoy sharing and knowing with confidence in their masteries when they choose in a subject. True. They prefer a design, a brilliant plan, blah 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 blah. Huh, cool. Oh, this is actually a pretty sweet quote. I like this. You are not entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to inform opinion. No one should be entitled of ignorance. That is hilarious. Harlan Ellison. Trying to hit some major key interesting facts on this, but let's see. I'm pretty sure if you're just really curious, you could probably just Google or YouTube it directly itself and probably give you a little bit of a summary breakdown of each traits and personality. The master of principles, stand like a rock. So far, nothing that I am seeing to stand out. Reflects more than travel alone. Architects you may know. Samantha Power, excuse me. Christopher Nolan, Colin Powell, Elon Musk, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my god, Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, is that correct? Yeah, sounds right. Michelle Obama. Gandalf the Grey. That's pretty funny. Tywin Lannister. Yennefer. Katniss Everdeen, come on. 7 and 9, Star Trek Voyager, excuse me. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see some strengths and weaknesses, I guess. Strengths and weaknesses. Quick, imaginative, and strategic mind. Architects apply their minds. Every opportunity to explore the knowledge and show under the strength and flexibility of strategically thinking. Blah 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 blah. High self-confidence. Wouldn't say. Yeah, actually, yeah, probably. Architects have their own traits. Rationalism is above all else. That's actually very true. I have to go with that statement. Conclusions. They have no idea, doubting their feelings, their findings. To create the honesty, communication is how to provide social. Yeah, that's actually. I guess that's very true for the self-confidence portion about it. Independent in decisions. Hardworking and determined. Open-minded. Let's see. Alright, that's a fair assessment. Jack of all trades. Actually, I guess it's a fair share, because I usually like to get very handsy with pretty much anything that comes my way. It doesn't matter with what it is. Whether it's physical, mindset, thinking, critical. normally, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a very true assessment. True, true, true. Arrogance. How come it's just not arrogance and stubbornness? It's stubborn. Oh no, stubbornness not down here, but I guess it's synonymous too. That makes sense. Okay. Oh wow, clueless in romance. Okay. Let's see. Real tendency of overanalyze to be judgmental and arrogant adds up to the personality traits. Often clueless in dating. Having a new relationship lasts long enough, and architects may apply for a full force of their analysts. Potential partners thought out to be process and behaviors can be challenging. Trying harder in ways architects can best knows to make things worse. And unfortunately common and simply gives up in research. Ironically, this is when they're at their best and most likely to attract partners. That's hilarious. Let's see what else we got here. Emotions. With boldness. Well, I guess that's pretty much it. Nothing else is really. Let's go straight to the conclusion, I guess. Let's see, conclusion. Let's see. Aimed with powerful intellect and strategic thinking, our collectors also overcoming maneuver obstacles. It seems unbeatable and to the most at the same time as in the quirks. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory, I suppose. Alright, well, I guess from there, this is another Channel Murphy exclusive, so to speak, I suppose, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Put your aspect in it, run your own test, let me know what you guys get at the end of the day. One of the 16 character personality traits. Find it fascinating, you know what to do. Alright, until next time, take care.